Couples. This is Amber with Lives in Sync Tarot. Thank you so much for being here. So what I'm going to do is go into your Romance Angels card to open up the reading. And then we're going to end with another Oracle card as guidance, along with what the extended reading, what you can expect in the extended reading, I should say. Okay? So let's see what your energy is, Taurus couples. Attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. What I see is you paying more attention to the little things that your partner does, because that's what's going to help the relationship grow. It's like you're remembering all the things you loved about your partner, all the little things. Okay, paying attention to all the little things. Spirit, what do you have for Taurus couples for February 2018? February. On the bottom of the deck, you have the Lover's card. This talks about making a decision to choose your partner, is actually what I'm hearing. It's like you're reliving the reason why you love your partner. Remembering that energy, remembering what that means to be with your partner. And re-healing or re-adhering, if that's a word, your connection. It's like you know this is where you're safe. This is where your home is. Okay? So in your past, you have the Ace of Wands. I feel like there could have been some sort of turbulence. But it feels more to me like work, or just the different ways you look at things. Honestly, it could have been the way you have rules, or basing things on solid, like, this is what I do, that kind of energy, okay? And you're trying to find balance there. And with the Ace of Wands, it's like you're coming up with new ideas, new creative ways to find balance within that with your partner. It's like now I have this opportunity to do that with my partner, and I appreciate that. I feel very appreciative right now of that. So in your current energy into February, okay, you have the Six of Cups, and your influence is the Three of Pentacles. Now, with the Six of Cups, it feels like, I don't want to say you're obsessed, but you want to go back to the way things were. You remember how happy you were together, the joyous time you spent together, and that's what you want to rekindle, okay? I'm hearing for someone it is revisiting children and trying to find some balance there with that. Your obstacle is the Three of Pentacles, and this could be work, okay? I feel like someone is working too hard or spending too much time with someone at work or people at work, and they need to take a moment to stop doing that, or your partner is having issues with you doing that. And you're trying to rekindle what it used to be like in the relationship, how you used to be, right? So your recent influence is the Ten of Wands, and this talks about all of your responsibilities, all of your burdens, all the things that you have to do. And you're trying to find balance there, or trying to figure out how you and your partner can mesh these energies together to find time for each other. Even though you can't see where you can squeeze this in your schedule, you know what I mean? You're still going to make the efforts to try and do that. You have the Eight of Swords in reverse and the Three of Cups in the upright. And I feel like it's more in your head. Okay? It's more in your head, and you're getting out of that. You're getting out of that trapped energy of feeling like you have to do something, and realizing that there still needs to be some happiness in your life. The Two of Pentacles talks about balance. So you're prioritizing what's important, and your relationship is also as important to you as your responsibilities. Okay? So in your negative influences, you have the Hermit. I feel like this is you wanting to go back into your old ways because that's what's comfortable for you, or that's what you want to do. But in hindsight, okay, you need to look at that this situation was not good for your partner. Your partner was not happy with you doing that, with you going back into yourself or back into your patterns. Okay? So now it's important for you to look past that, to think further, you know, and what does this mean for me and my partner? That's what you need to think about. What is my partner trying to tell me? What does my partner need from me? You have the Death card in reverse, you have the Emperor in reverse, and you have the Four of Pentacles in reverse. So this talks about I feel like what you're going to do at first is try to do everything. And that's not going to work because you don't want to change what you're doing. Soon you'll realize, hopefully, you'll realize that you're holding on too tight to old ways. To the old ways of doing things and the old ways that you were, the old patterns that you had. So you're going to let that go. After much introspection, because that's what you need to do. Is think about and process those negative, because these are the negative energies that are affecting you. Okay? So in your hopes and ideas, you have the High Priestess. And this is about understanding what needs to be done. Your partner's already expressing this to you, and you fully understand that. But are you willing to accept this knowledge? It's like Spirit is saying to you, are you going to make the change? Are you going to do it? I mean, it's there. You know what needs to be done. Are you going to do it? I feel like you really want to figure out how to balance everything together. And you don't want to make a change, especially with the Justice. But the Justice also talks about you living with integrity and honesty and balance. And she also has a sword because you have the knowledge. Are you going to use it wisely? Okay. You also have the Eight of Pentacles in the upright. And this talks about hard work. It's going to take hard work. It's not going to be easy. Especially paired with the Temperance. It's going to take moderation. Slowly integrate this into your life. Slowly make the change. The abrupt change will, I feel like it'll shake you up in a way that you won't know how to handle it. And it'll just be like a rubber band and see you retracting back. Okay? In your environment, you have the Four of Cups. I feel like your partner feels like you're not paying them any attention. Okay? They're still dedicated to you. They're still going to do the hard work. They still want to manifest this strong relationship with you that's not going to change. They just want things to be better. Right? They want you to pay attention to more of the small details and not just the big picture. They feel like you're missing what they're saying to you, or that you're not paying attention, or that you're putting it off to the side because it's not as important as the other cups that you're focusing on, right? And I feel like you are putting it behind you, but not in an angry way or not in a mean way. You're just putting it behind you because it doesn't seem as important. Because you're I don't say, I want to say you're logical, but you're being logical about what it is that you're bringing into the pentacle world and the physical world, okay? You have the King of Cups in the upright. You have the King of Pentacles in reverse. And you also have the Page of Pentacles in the upright. So this tells me that your person in your environment is trying to control their emotions. They don't want to be manipulating. They don't want to be evil. They're trying to be very nice about what they're saying. But with the King of Pentacles in reverse, they don't feel like they're in control, okay? They almost feel like you're trying to over control the physical sense of money or home and things like that, and they can understand that. But they also want you to pay attention to, they want you to lighten it up a little bit. So it's like going from the King of Pentacles to the Page of Pentacles. They want you to lighten it up and learn a new way to do things. Learn a new pattern. You've mastered this pattern. It isn't working. So they want you to learn a new pattern of ways of doing things. So I'm going to go into the 1st and the 15th. The 15th to the end of the month. And then we're going to do the overall. Okay. So for the 1st and the 15th, you have the Page of Pentacles. And I feel like you are going to open up. If not that, you are thinking about it. You're trying to figure out how to learn a different way to do things. I applaud you, Taurus. Okay. So, because you want to build better foundations, you want to build a better base for your relationship. You're listening to your partner and what your partner is saying to you. So I feel like you're going to start to make the changes. You have the Knight of Cups in reverse, the Empress in reverse, and the Four of Swords in reverse. That's telling me that this is hard for you. It's not easy for you, okay? I feel like emotionally you're going to be very moody about it. Probably angry with your partner because you feel like they're forcing you to change. I don't feel like they're forcing you to change. I feel like they just really need you to understand that it needs to change, okay? With the Empress in reverse, you feel like you're not going to get the abundance from not working as hard or not doing things the same way that you were doing them. So you feel like this could possibly bring a setback into your life somehow. With the Four of Swords in reverse, I feel like you get restless. Let me pull one extra card because Spirit's saying something to me, but I just want to be sure. Yeah. You're getting restless because it goes against what you have done, okay? But also, you don't want this relationship to be broken up because of this thing that can be changed. So I feel like you're going to either make the change. Okay, you're not going to make the change yet at the 1st and the 15th, but you're thinking about it and trying to figure out a way to integrate it. So the 15th to the end of the month, you have the 8 of Pentacles, and that's why I said you weren't working on it at the beginning, because at the end, you're definitely working on it, okay? You're looking at what needs to be done because you want to protect your relationship. You want to protect the solid relationship that you have here. Spirit's telling me to focus on the Lover's card. This is something special and you don't want to lose it. So that's why you're working on it. You know what needs to be done for you, okay? So I feel like you are going to work on it. Let's see. Okay. You are going to make the judgment to do what's right with the Karma card because it just feels like it's time to do that. The Nine of Wands talks about you letting down your walls and defenses and making it happen. The Five of Pentacles is... I feel as though you feel like you're abandoning your old ways of doing things, okay? But really what you're doing is healing your direction. So what I mean by that is you had a certain direction you were going in. It wasn't working. So now, in turn, you're making it better. It's just the cycle. It's just the way spirit works through you. So you're healing your path, the way that you were doing things, okay? So you're bringing your passions into a different direction that will go best with your relationship, okay? So in the outcome, you have the Magician. Beautiful. So I feel like you have did a lot of introspection and thought about how you want to plan things and how you want things to go. And you have the power to do it. You have the confidence and you have all the tools you need. Plus, you have the backing of your significant other, okay, to help you. Because you want to better the relationship. It's like you get a certain idea, or it hits you that I need to make these changes. I need this to be better for me and my partner because I care about them and I want this to last. You have the Ten of Cups in upright, Ten of Wands in reverse, and the Queen of Swords in reverse. Okay? So the Ten of Cups talks about happiness. That's what you're bringing into your relationship. You end with something beautiful because you made the change. It's like they see you made the change, and that makes all of the difference. The Ten of Wands, you're going to notice that you don't have as many burdens, or you don't feel as weighed down. You don't feel like you have so much to do, right? But it's up to you, with the Queen of Swords in reverse, to not be cold to that fact. To not be cold to the fact that your partner was actually the one that put this seed in your ear, and it just seems like things are better now. Okay, so that's something to positively look at. You have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like you're going to feel stuck. Why are you going to feel stuck? Because you feel like there's so much more that you could have done. There's so much more that you could have done, okay? But you have to have faith in the process, because really it's going to help in the long run, okay? The bigger picture. Even though to you, in a material sense, it feels like you could have done more and achieved more, but in an emotional sense, I feel like in the bigger picture, it will help everything out, okay? So I'm going to end with an oracle card. Self-respect. And it says, respect yourself. You're the best judge of what is right. And I remember seeing, bless me, ooh, sorry guys. You had the High Priestess and the Hermit, okay? And this talks about introspection, and it also talks about listening to your higher self. What is right, the Akasha records, if you will, okay? So, listening to your judgment. Okay, so it's okay for you to change the situation, but you had to make the decision. Your partner didn't push you. They were like, it would be better. But in respect for yourself and the situation that you're in, you decided to do this. Opening up yourself, this is how I'm hearing it. Opening up yourself to new possibilities or new situations is also self-respect, because you're respecting yourself enough to change your direction, to expand your mind, to expand your thinking, and not just closing yourself off, okay, out of ego, all right? So what we're going to talk about in the extended reading is how your partner's feeling, how you're feeling, how to deal with that, and any bumps that you may have this month. Yes. Okay. So if you want that reading, description box below, become a member. It's only $10 a month. Also, if you want a private reading, that is also down below. Thank you so much for listening. I love you so much. I'll see you next month. Love and light. Bye-bye.